we're seeing now are probably some of the biggest changes in labor markets we have seen for a very long time. Of course, if you put it into historical perspective, they're not quite as big as 200 years ago when the economy was urbanizing. Those were much bigger changes. But if we take the period since the World Wars in the 1950s, we're certainly seeing more changes now than at any period before. The reasons, I think, it's not that something peculiar happened in labor markets. The reason is the change in structure of the economy, that we're moving away from traditional manufacturing, even away from traditional services. New technology, especially digital technology, computerization and the internet, are enabling us to work from home, from different locations, closer international cooperation and collaboration. And labor markets are responding to those changes by creating a lot of atypical jobs, the gig economy, the 0 hours contracts, jobs that although they look full-time, they don't have as many hours of work as traditionally. The composition of employment, of course, is changing, with many more women coming in and men withdrawing from the labor force. It's a good change because it's bringing more inclusiveness, more gender equality. That's one of the changes, one of the causes of change in labor markets. To cap it all, new technology is, I believe, of a more disruptive kind across the skills distribution in labor markets, whereas traditionally new technology eliminated jobs, slowed down the skills distribution, automated assembly lines and that kind of thing. Now we're seeing technology that might replace quite well-trained expertise even in the service sector, not only in the manufacturing sector. I think the changes we're seeing in labor markets will add up to different kinds of jobs in existence. What we have to make sure is, first of all, that those jobs are the kind of jobs that at least a section of the population that is in the labor market is willing to do. Maybe they fit their lifestyle better. A few years ago, we were saying that part-time jobs were not good jobs. They didn't give promotion prospects as good as full-time jobs. And then suddenly we realized that there was a section of the population that actually preferred to have a part-time job than a full-time one, and now they are fully integrated into labor markets. The hope and the expectation, maybe I should say, is that these new type of jobs that we're seeing will develop in the same way, that they will be integrated into types of jobs that different types of workers want to perform. The second thing we have to make sure about these jobs is that they are jobs that enjoy the same sense of security, of support by the government when there is job loss, of training prospects and potential, just like full-time jobs. And we need to provide the same support to those who are not in a full-time type of job that they were contributing before. It's for that reason that in the past I expressed some support for universal basic income that doesn't distinguish between different types of jobs or employment. There are, of course, many issues that have to be resolved with UBI, and it's something we should be watching because it might actually be a simple policy that covers everyone. There is inclusion. There are no workers excluded for different reasons. It's not conditional on what type of jobs you had, so that's not a constraint that the worker will think, oh no, although I'd like a job that is not a kind of 9-to-5 full-time job to take, I don't want to get myself stuck in a situation where I have no social support whatsoever. UBI might deal with that.